Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and I am back with another Overwatch build. So in this one I am building a home for Pharah. I kind of thought for a little while about what to build her because I wasn't too sure. And I realized that, you know what, she is Egyptian and there's not really any information about how she has become a part of Overwatch. So after some thought about it, I figured I should just build her a small Egyptian home. She's supposedly like a soldier of some kind, so I figured her house wouldn't be very big or fancy. Doesn't fit her personality, so I just wanted her home to be, a fairly small home and something just simple and just really nice somehow. And I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. It's a bit different from anything I usually build, which, I mean, just the beiges and the grey and the browns and stuff is not usually what I do because I personally don't like it, but it had to be done in this build. So you'll see me just going around doing the outside of the home. It's just fairly simple, but I think that's the way it should be, I suppose. Like the way it ends up looking, I think it looks right. I'm just mumbling. I didn't test if she could get inside, but I think they should be able to. Anyways, I was thinking about just having the living room downstairs, bedroom upstairs, blah blah blah, but I looked at it and I was like, you know what, this upstairs area would be really nice for living room actually. So we're changing things up a little bit. I don't know what traditionally Egyptian homes are like in terms of layout, but it just, the way it looked, I figured this would be a nice living room area where you have lots of, not even windows, just open open holes in the walls, which might not be ideal if it's really hot out, but it just looked like a nice place to have a living room instead of downstairs. So yeah, we have the living room up here instead, which is again a bit different, but I do really like it. And I got to use some of these some of these carpets that came with the City Living pack, which I don't use often because a lot of the kind of more cultural looking items don't really work for modern builds, and I do tend to stick to modern builds. But I felt like they worked here. There's some that I feel are a bit more Moroccan inspired, but I felt they could still kind of work for Farah's home, I suppose. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like right now you'll see me going around and trying to figure out what to do. I was thinking initially of putting a bar on the side here. We have some open space, but I figured that it wouldn't really fit Farah. So I was looking through the activities and I almost put in one of those thingies that they can smoke bubbles from or whatever it is. Realized that was probably also not quite Farah. Let's not make people do drugs, okay? I ended up putting in a meditation table. I think she'd be quite fit. I guess the meditation table wouldn't quite be that, but I figured it kind of fit, and it's something you can still put in the area next to your living room. Instead of, making a proper gym there, that would have probably looked really strange. So we just make this area that looks really nice and just calming, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced it's Farah, but it works and it looks nice. So yeah. And starting off with some decorations. I think I use a lot of the items basically from the Spidey stuff pack, the City Living pack, and the movie Hangout stuff pack. Because it just, those all put together kind of worked. I've probably used some other items too, like I know that the tree light thingy is from the Outdoor Retreat pack, but most of the items are from the other 3 packs I just mentioned, and it just worked really well. You'll see me use those as well as a filter to just filter out items sometimes, because it just makes it easier instead of looking through everything else. But definitely getting to the point where the Sims 4 has enough stuff that you sometimes get a little bit overwhelmed by, especially decorations. With the way they've done a lot of the paintings from the city living pack, it's just a complete mess. I was trying to figure out what else I could do for curtains for the other windows, but it wasn't working. I don't think they need curtains, it's fine. So I struggled for a while actually with the figuring out how this layout worked downstairs, which you don't really see, but I did. But I think I made it work in the end, sort of, at least. Oh, my voice is dying. Help! Okay, it will come back, it's fine. But yeah, I struggled for a while trying to figure out what to do, but I think it's okay in the end. I also struggled trying to figure out what to do with the wallpapers and the kitchen. I initially went in wanting to use these counters, but looking at it, it was all a bit beige, and I kind of wanted to use some wood, but it wasn't working, so I used wood in the cabinets, but you don't really see it because cabinets are still glitchy, and I will have to just deal with the glitchiness, I suppose. It's not great, but there's not much I can do about it. I just hope they fix it soon. Let's keep it to that. I just hope they fix it soon. It's basically the kind of industrial looking cabinets and then the dark wood kind, so that's what it is. You don't actually see it anymore, but that's what it is. I realized I didn't change the lights upstairs, so I want to do that real quick. And then I wanted to put a side table here next to the door, which is why I kind of moved the kitchen over a little bit, which I also felt made the kitchen just look better. Then we kind of have the dining room table there in the middle, which, I mean, it's kind of a strange layout, but it works, I suppose. And then we go with this really nice oriental looking carpet, trying to pull the blue out of the carpet and use that for the chairs. I think I end up going with those chairs, yeah. I don't know, like, you size it up and it's like, I wish there was like a size in between, because that would have been really good, but there isn't. And then I was kind of left over with this space for the staircase. Of course we put another side table and just put some decorations in there. Again, pulling in the same colors as from before. And then I figured this other area, I suppose I'll just put a desk in it, because, you know, this is the future and she may be a simple person and doesn't need much, but a computer in the future I can imagine is really important. It's already really important now, so I don't think that's gonna get any, you know, less important. Put another light next to it, and then we start in the bathroom here. You'll notice the toilet wall. I built this first, but apparently the recording messed up, so I went back in game and undid everything I did to do it again. Only I forgot to take out the toilet wallpaper. But yeah, the bottom is very simple, but it looks really nice. I think it works for this particular build. And then we have the bedroom. And I start off with this carpet because we use the same one upstairs, but in a different color, and I really wanted to use the purple color because I like it a lot. But there's not really a bed that goes with it very nicely. I try to make it work anyways. I like the very deep blue and purple colors in this carpet. And I actually thought there was a curtain that fitted, but it was for the different color variation. It's just kind of disappointing, but I think I made it work in the end. It's not a very big carpet, which helps as well. Putting in this dresser because it looks very run down and cute, and it works sort of in a way. Some very simple curtains, putting in a light and another plant, just a cactus. A lot of the plants I use are not plants I usually use, but again, it's something different, it worked. Putting in kind of a day bed thingy. Like, I can imagine just sitting there or lying back and just enjoying the fresh air that comes through those not real windows, I suppose. Putting in a plant and a wall divider thingy. Making sure you have lights everywhere. And then I remembered, right, I have this deck area I still need to put something on. I just ended up putting in a barbecue because why not, really? Don't know if that's a thing really in Egypt, but it just looked nice. Besides, it's the future. Who knows what happens in the future? It's also Overwatch, which is fictional, so there you go. I mean, I'm pretty sure Pharah lives across from Junkrat and Roadhog, who supposedly live in outback Australia, so there you go. Egypt and Australia are now very close together. Anyways, I'm just doing some landscaping. As always, looking around in the neighborhood, what kind of plants there are already to make it kind of fit in. And yeah, that's basically all I do. I put in some more rocks because there's a lot of rocks around. And it still looks very Egyptian at the end, I think. Like, sort of, at least. Enough that I'm happy with it. So yeah, just some screenshots here. As always, if you like this and you want to download this for your own house, for your own Sims, there's a download link in the description. Check out the Pharah cast if you haven't yet, and that's it. So I'll talk to you next time.